Welcome to the final night of our 2020 Best Buddies Washington Champion of the Year Celebration Week. I'm Kenassa Sarka, your MC for this evening. I'm a Best Buddies Washington ambassador and a member of the University of Washington Best Buddies chapter. You've had the chance to learn about the impact of Best Buddies Washington programs this week through a series of fun events. The Buddy Palooza concert on Sunday, Trivia Night on Tuesday, Wine Tasting on Wednesday, and Buddy Talks on Thursday. Tonight, you'll hear from our advisory board chair, Molly McCabe, meet our 12 incredible champion candidates, and hear stories from buddy pairs, ambassadors, and chapter leaders. Our Best Buddies mission of friendship and inclusion is more important now than ever, and we need your help to expand our impact. Thanks to a generous matching donor, everything you donate tonight will be matched dollar for dollar. Double your impact now and go to bbwachampion.givesmart.com or text BBWA Champion to 76278. You can also get your final bids on the silent auction. The online silent auction will close at 6:15 p.m. So get your final bids in now at bbwachampion.givesmart.com. Our Best Buddies Washington community is vibrant and thriving, and we wanted to give you a glimpse into who we are.
Who are we? We are dancers. We are advocates. We are playful. We are leaders. We are creators. We are parents. We are students. We are spirited. We are united. We are buddies, best buddies. And we are Washington.
Hi, I'm Molly, and I am honored to be the advisory board chair for Best Buddies Washington. Best Buddies is an organization that works to end the social, physical, and economic isolation of people with developmental disabilities. Our journey here in Washington began 5 years ago when I decided to move up the coast and wanted to bring Best Buddies with me. I opened the very first chapter at Seattle University and continued to work with our volunteers and advocates to raise money and awareness and finally open a state office here in Washington. Over the past year, we have expanded to over 15 friendship chapters. We currently have a citizens program in Seattle and Tacoma, and we are hoping to open our jobs program in the future. We need your help tonight to raise funds and continue raising awareness so we can expand our mission of inclusion across the state. With your support, we can only continue to grow from here. Thank you.
Friendship is at the core of what we do at Best Buddies, and we've seen firsthand how friendship is the key to paving the way for a more inclusive and just world. Let's take a look into how friendships made through Best Buddies shows us that physical distance does not mean social isolation.
When I saw the Best Buddy program and I saw how to get on, I just thought it would be so cool to have a buddy that's really fun person to hang out with.
I've just really had a blast getting to know Michael. I really look forward to our weekly Zoom meetings. We've gotten to see each other in person a few times now and eat dinner together. I've gotten to know his family a little bit. So, just having fun, laughing, finding things we have in common, I've really enjoyed. And we have a long list of things that we're planning to do together once it gets a little safer to be out in the community. So just looking forward to continuing to build memories with Michael.
We kind of been having a virtual party. We kind of did some beer tasting, and we just been kind of just enjoying the summery kind of weather.
Yeah, we've had a few socially distanced dinners together, which has been really awesome to see each other in person after so long, just doing everything virtually. We actually participated in a friendship walk together, and we were linked with FaceTime during that, so that was a lot of fun to kind of go through that. And then I joined for a dance party, and Michael really rocked the house with his dance moves, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think more than anything, it's just, the power of having positive people around you. Michael is somebody who's always so positive. He has such a great perspective on, especially this year with so many tough things going on in the world. Michael's constantly focused on his friendships, the people he cares about, finding the positive, and so it's been a good reminder for me to, just to surround myself with people like that and try to be somebody like that for the people that I care about. I've learned a lot from Michael, for sure.
I want everybody to know that if you have a chance to be on Best Buddies, you should be on it because it's a great program. I think it's important to have a community that you can trust and you're out there in the world, you should be very thankful that we have a community that we all can enjoy.
This dude rocks.
Yeah.
So about 6 years ago, I moved away from Seattle. So Lauren moved into her own apartment all by herself, and I moved to Colorado. So I'm now 1,300 miles away from her. And so always looking for resources to help her, like all the things I can try and do to help her with the community or any kind of resource. So her case manager told me about Best Buddies. And so I checked it out right away, and we did the application, and I think Lauren was one of the first Best Buddy citizen pairs, and she got paired up with Amber. So that made me feel really good because now Lauren had a buddy in Seattle while I was living in Colorado, so that really helped a lot. What do you think people like about your friendship? What do you think they say about you?
Silly, funny, smiley.
So do you think friendship means to laugh?
Yeah.
Someone to laugh with? Yeah, what else? What else do you and Amber do together?
Play games.
Yeah.
Like going out.
I think friendships and being able to have someone to help you cultivate those friendships, and give you those skills that now that I'm not with her, someone else can help her with those skills. And that's really a great asset, I think, of Best Buddies. And so because, you want our children to learn from other people, and because we know them differently, and becoming social and having friendships is really hard. It's hard to build friendships, and it's hard to get those skills. And so having someone else, another adult that I can trust and that I know is looking out for Lauren's best interest. That's what's really been the best benefit for me.
For the past 10 weeks, 12 champions of inclusion have been spreading awareness and raising funds to advance the Best Buddies mission in Washington. Tonight, we will be announcing our 2020 Best Buddies Washington Champion of the Year, the champion candidate who has raised the most funds for Best Buddies Washington. And it's not too late to donate to their campaigns. Go to bbwachampion.givesmart.com or text BBWA Champion to 76278 to support a champion now. Without further ado, meet our 2020 Best Buddies Washington Champion of the Year candidates.
Hi, my name is Alex Hubbard, and I am a Champion of the Year candidate for Lorena and Fantasy A's campaign for Best Buddies Washington. The reason I love Best Buddies is because it helps you to find a buddy that will match what you're doing to make a long-term friendship look great. So that's the reason why I love about Best Buddies.
Hi, I'm Ortigoza, and I am Champion of the Year Campaign Manager for Alex Hubbard, aka Fantasy A, for Best Buddies Washington. And the reason I love Best Buddies is because full inclusion really does matter. It happens in our homes, in our workplaces, in our schools, and in our everyday friendships and interactions. So support Best Buddies.
Hi, my name's Andrea Schonenberg. I'm a Champion of the Year candidate here in Best Buddies Washington. The reason I love Best Buddies so much is I grew up with cousins with disabilities, and it was always important to me that they grew up feeling valued and included and had the same career opportunities and friendship opportunities like me. So with your support, I'm hoping that we can help tons of participants with disabilities here in the great state of Washington to find jobs, friendships, and feel included, especially during these isolating times.
Hi, my name is Cameron Rawlings, and I am a Champion of the Year candidate. This is my mom, Kay, who is my campaign manager. I love Best Buddies for lots of reasons. One is that I have met a lot of new kids at my school through Best Buddies. Before school got canceled, I ate lunch with my buddy once a week, which was really fun. Once the stay-at-home order started, it was nice having a group of kids from my school to connect with on Zoom once or twice a week. It helped me not feel so isolated.
Hi, I'm Dayna Johnson, and I'm a Best Buddies champion. And the reason I am passionate about Best Buddies is because of my daughter, Lauren. And about 6 years ago, I moved away from Seattle, so I moved away from my daughter. I moved to Colorado, and my daughter stayed here in Washington. And I'm passionate because when I moved away from her, Best Buddies was able to kind of fill that void of me having to be her social coordinator all the time. She was paired up with an amazing woman named Amber, and they share lots of time together. They play games, they do messenger together, and it's just been a really great opportunity for Lauren to help her cultivate those friendships, you know, that I always used to help her with. But now she has her buddy Amber, and I'm super excited. So I'm here to champion, advocate for Best Buddies, raise money for Best Buddies, bring awareness to Best Buddies, and I'm super excited to be nominated as a champion this year.
Hello, my name is Eric Mathis. I am one of the candidates for the Champion of the Year. And the reason why I love Best Buddies is because of the programs that it provides, like the employment and the e-buddies. And I love Best Buddies also because I have met so many different celebrities, like Kenny G in person at one point, and others like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it has been a great effort, and I've been involved with Best Buddies for 13 years.
Hi, I'm Audra Daniels, and I'm the campaign manager for our champion candidate, Eric Mathis. I'm so excited to be his manager this year. We're super passionate about Best Buddies and all they do to support people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, especially the friendship program, because everyone loves spending time with their friends. They make our lives so special.
Hi, I'm Ivanova Smith, and I'm one of your Champion of the Year candidates. And Best Buddies is so important to this world because they are a natural support in helping people with IDD gain one-on-one friendships, leadership skills, employment, and hopefully we would be able to expand all through Washington State. My champion manager and I are the first buddy pair for the Tacoma area, and we are hoping to get more chapters and more people involved in Tacoma. So please support us in our cause for Best Buddies Washington.
Hi, I'm Janice Brody, and I'm Ivanova Smith's campaign manager. I love Best Buddies because I've made lots of new friends, and I love the fact that I can help build an inclusive community.
Hi, my name is Mary Kelly Cranford. I am a Champion of the Year, and the reason I'm involved in Best Buddies is because of the sense of community and the friends that I've been able to meet because of it.
Hi, my name is Mia Crump, and I'm the Champion of the Roosevelt and International Best Buddies. One of the things I love being with Best Buddies is getting to know other friends and people who have different disabilities than I do, and getting to know them better.
Hi, my name is Molly Jester, and I'm a champion for Best Buddies this year. And I'm involved with Best Buddies because I like to make new friends, and I know how important it is to fight isolation and loneliness, which is something Best Buddies does well.
Hi, my name is Molly McCabe, and I am a champion for the 2020 Best Buddies Champion of the Year campaign. I am so excited to be a champion again this year. Best Buddies has brought me so many impactful friendships over my life, and I really want to bring all of those opportunities to people with and without disabilities in Washington.
Hi, my name is Ramu Iyer, and I am an ambassador with Best Buddies. What brought me to Best Buddies was how I related to the social mission of Best Buddies, which is to make friendships with people from all walks of life, specifically with people with developmental disabilities. I, for one, felt lonely, and I feel even more connected, and with a group of people who have similar values, I feel like I have a sense of belonging, and I'm crossing the bridge, and I think together we are going to make the world even a better place.
My name is Shannon Flora. I am from lovely Vashon Island, and I'm a champion this year for Best Buddies. I am so excited that we finally have an office here in Washington State. We've been interested in the organization for years and years since my daughter was a little tiny girl, and we were fortunate that she got to be in the very first chapter here in Washington, and she has now graduated to the Citizens Program. And it's been by far one of the best things for her. She has an amazing buddy. They hang out, they have friendship, which is something a lot of people might take for granted, but it is so important and so fulfilling to see this happening. So thank you for supporting Best Buddies.
The Best Buddies Ambassador Program seeks to build critical disability rights, leadership, and advocacy skills for participants with and without intellectual and developmental disabilities. Here at Best Buddies Washington, we live by the motto, nothing about us without us. And our ambassadors are leading the way in paving a culture and a community of equity and inclusion. Devon, Adelman, and Heyiwot Amare are both state ambassadors for Best Buddies Washington and spent some time sharing with us about their leadership journey in Best Buddies.
So I think I was still doing Young Life, and I was like, wow, this girl is so amazing. I was like, she's doing so many. I'm seeing her everywhere. I'm like, she's doing so many cool things. I'm like, I want to do that. And I'm like, it made me inspire what she was doing and what she was bringing to the world or what she was trying to create. And I was like, I want to do something. And then when she told me about Best Buddies, I was like, how it was like, she was telling me what it was about and like how it was like bringing people together with disability, without a disability. And I was like, I want to find friendship like that. I want to be a part of something inclusive and amazing, and to find some way to make us closer and to find something cool. And I really love teaching other people confidence, because confidence plays a big part as being an ambassador, because being able to speak in front of people, you need to have confidence. And with that, you can be able to do anything you want.
I learned so much as a Washington State ambassador. In the trainings, I've learned that when you are speaking in front of a crowd, or you need to have better eye contact, you need to have better body language, you need to use, I think, some type of, like, use hand signals or something like that, and you can you have to make sure the audience or someone make sure they understand what the message is and what the understanding is.
So what I love about being an ambassador is being able to inspire people. Like for a shout out, Heyiwot, because I love to inspire people to be able to become this state ambassador, because I believe in the mission of Best Buddies. So I believe it also, so being able to have confidence within yourself, because with all these ambassador trainings that are being held are really important, to be able to have confidence within yourself and being able to tackle on public speaking.
Like a lot of people with disabilities, it's hard for them to maybe make friends, or to open up, or to find some like way to grow as a person, and to find a special buddy that can be there for them forever, and to always know that they're always there for any bad things, good things, and they're always there for them to grow as a person. And also for me to be able to grow in leadership in Best Buddies, because I believe that's also really important for Best Buddies. And being able to have that experience can also be uplifting, and being able to and try to make a difference because we are all doing that right now, being able to try to make a difference and trying to change the world with our mission and message, and also being able to get our voice be heard and not be silent, because I will not be silent on my mission or my voice for this mission for Best Buddies.
Our Best Buddies school friendship programs are leading the way in creating a more inclusive, equitable community. Each chapter is led by a group of incredible student leaders, stepping up to be change makers in their school and in their community. Margot Bell and Cameron Rawlings lead the Roosevelt High School Best Buddies chapter and gave us a glimpse into life as a Best Buddies school chapter leader.
So me and Cameron, we went to middle school together, but the story that I always like to tell, I always say, I don't even know if Cameron remembers it, but I think it was like the second week of 6th grade, and we hadn't met yet, but I knew that we were in the same PE class. It was second week, and we were taking that PACER test, and some of you guys might know the PACER test, but you just run back and forth in front of all your peers, so pretty much a middle school nightmare. Terrifying. So me and Cameron were both not having it. We were both pretty anxious. And I think I sat down with her and we talked about how hungry we were and how we were not enjoying the class. So that's how it kind of started, and we just grew from there. As chapter president at Roosevelt, I think especially this year, and because we are super new, one of the biggest things has just been recruiting. So a ton of outreach work, and especially this year with everything that's going on, making sure we're reaching out to freshmen who are coming in and just letting them know like there's a community waiting for you at Roosevelt. So a ton of outreach work. And then also obviously the matching pairs. I do that with Mr. Ludke, who's our advisor. We do those usually like October, November-ish, after people kind of got to know each other. Yeah, so I would say those are the two big ones for this year at least.
As buddy director, I am working with Margot to plan activities for our group. Now we are trying to think of ways to connect safely in person at the park and also on Zoom.
Would you say that you feel more included and happy now that we started Best Buddies? Yeah. Why do you think so?
Because when I didn't know everybody from Best Buddies.
Yeah.
When I started at Roosevelt, so I felt like I met new people, like especially when I was having lunches with these guys.
Yeah.
I didn't know, like Sophie, I didn't know her.
Right.
Sydney.
Yeah, I feel like our friend groups kind of morphed because just because the like initial peer buddies who signed up were literally my friends who I was like, sign up for this, please. They were all my closest friends, and then obviously Cameron and the friends I had known and gotten close with through Unified, we already kind of knew each other, and then all of a sudden we were all matched together, and we would have these super bomb lunch parties. Yeah, so that's a really good answer, just how our lunches were so much better after Best Buddies. That's so true. Yeah.
Through Best Buddies, I have met some new kids at my school. My school is really big, so the more kids I recognize in the halls, the more comfortable I am.
I think that Best Buddies, one of the reasons why it's super important in schools is we don't really talk about it a lot, but social isolation is a really big thing. And I think typical students, and especially at Roosevelt, I don't think they realize how there are some students who go days without speaking to anyone but their teachers. And I think, we rely so much on our friendships and our support systems, and people don't really realize how some people just don't have that. And I think that Best Buddies is literally the solution for that. It's super accessible. I mean, it's literally just a space for friendship, right? So I think having that and a place to do that in a school that is so open to everyone and just to be unapologetically themselves, I think it's incredibly important. Yeah, I mean, I've always loved to make people feel safe and loved and accepted, and this has been such a vessel to actually make that happen. So yeah, I think it's just been a very gratifying experience.
Hopefully having Best Buddies will make all the kids at Roosevelt feel like they have friends. Everyone should be able to enjoy high school and feel comfortable and like they are an important part of the school.
We cannot thank you enough for your support of our mission tonight and throughout this whole week. Without you, we could not accomplish our mission to end the social, economic, and physical isolation of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities in our community. Remember that all of your donations tonight will be matched dollar for dollar. So head over to bbwachampion.givesmart.com or text BBWA Champion to 76278 to double the impact of your donation. We've heard from buddy pairs, chapter leaders, ambassadors, and community members about how important Best Buddies programs are in our community. And now I want to take a moment to share my own Best Buddies story and tell you about how Best Buddies has changed my life. When I was in high school, it was difficult for me to connect with my peers past an acquaintance level. I felt very jealous and was envious of seeing friends laughing and talking to each other. I wished I could do the same. Best Buddies is really important to me because it gave me a chance to build authentic connections with my peers. The weekly meetings filled with fun activities gave me the opportunity to practice starting and engaging in conversation. I remember how natural it felt to converse with my first buddy, Gianna. My second buddy, Mark, and I would joke around a lot and make fun of each other in a good way. These relationships let me know that despite having a disability, I can connect with peers, plus the relationship is reciprocal. I grew an awareness that I have something to offer, that just by being me, I can make an impact on their lives as well. I think Best Buddies should be more well known in Washington because there are many people with disabilities who are in need of connection with peers their age. The authentic connections that are made between people without disabilities help to dispel the stereotypes about people with disabilities. Best Buddies has made such an important impact in my life, and I am committed to expanding that impact to many people as possible. Thank you so much for your support tonight. Join us in just a few moments at 6:45 p.m. on the Best Buddies Washington Facebook page for a live announcement of our 2020 Champion of the Year winner. You won't want to miss it. And don't forget to head over to bbwachampion.givesmart.org or text BBWA-CHAMPION to 76278 to double the impact of your donation. We are grateful for your support, and we are eager to continue to expand our work to pave the way for inclusion, for true inclusion in Washington.